Hi guys! Welcome sa Engineered Math Channel. So, ang topic natin ngayon is for differential calculus, which is about one-sided limits. So, meron na tayong previous video about two-sided limits, di ba? So, kung hindi nyo pa napapanood, ililink ko na lang sa description para ma-check nyo muna. Para somehow may idea na kayo sa i-discuss natin ngayon. Okay? So, this time, one-sided limits naman ang i-discuss natin. Kasi 'di ba, doon sa two-sided limits, meron tayong notation na limit of f of x as x approaches a, let's say is equal to L. So, two-sided limits ang tawag dito. Basta yung ina-approach na value nung x is wala siyang sign, 'di ba, sa A lang yung ina-approach ni x, wala siyang plus or minus sign sa taas. So, kino-consider natin both yung right tsaka left hand limit kapag two-sided limits. Pero, kapag one-sided limits, pwedeng right hand tsaka left hand. So, same notation, magkakaroon lang tayo ng sign. Dito sa A, lalagyan nyo pwedeng plus, pwede ring minus. So, kapag plus yung nasa A, it is right hand limit. Right hand limit. Or RHL for short na lang natin. Ibig sabihin, ina-approach ni X yung A through values greater than A. Kasi positive. Tapos, kapag left hand limit, may minus sign naman si A. Left hand limit. Or LHL na lang natin for short. Ibig sabihin, ina-approach na value ni X is close enough sa A pero less than A. Kasi may negative symbol. So, kung sa number line, let's say ito si A. Kapag right hand limit, ang pag-approach natin dito sa A is from the right. So, pwede rin nating sabihin dito or basahin to na limit of f of x as x approaches A from the right is equal to L. So, sa number line, ang pag-approach natin, kung right hand limit tayo is pag ganito. Papunta sa A, close enough value sa A pero greater than A. Halimbawa, kung A natin is 2. So, pwede tayong mag-assign ng value ng x na 2.00001. Okay? So, from the right yan kasi greater than A, which is 2, pero close enough sa A, 2.001. So, the more zero, mas better, di ba? Tapos, kapag from the left naman, ang pag-approach natin ng value is pag ganito. From the left. So, pwede naman nating basahin ito as limit of f of x as x approaches A from the left. So, kapag nag-assign tayo ng pwedeng value ng x close enough sa 2 from the left, pwedeng 1.99999, di ba? Okay. So, yun yung difference ng right hand tsaka left hand limit. Tapos, ito ang tatandaan natin. So, if limit of f of x as x approaches A from the right is equal to the limit of f of x as x approaches A from the left, let's say pareho silang L, then yung pinaka two-sided limit ng f of x as x approaches a will exist and should also be equal dito sa L. Okay, take note, two-sided limit ito kasi wala ka ng plus and minus sign sa A. Yan. So, kung yung right-hand limit, RHL, is equal sa left-hand limit, LHL, let's say equal siya sa L, then yung two-sided limits din dapat should equal to L. Mag-e-exist and equal to L. Pero kung baliktad, pero kung the other way around, or ang case naman natin is hindi equal yung right hand tsaka left hand limit, then yung two-sided limit natin does not exist. Does not exist, or DNE for short. Acronym. Yan. So, ito tatandaan nyo, guys. Kapag hindi equal yung right-hand limit sa left-hand limit, yung two-sided limit will, or the two-sided limit does not exist, will not exist. Okay? So, ito yung tatandaan natin. So, para ma-illustrate natin itong concepts ng one-sided limit, mag-solve tayo ng problems. So, meron ako ditong nakahandang, nasulat na ako ditong problem. Okay? So, ang problem natin is given a graph. Let's say ito yung f of x. Tapos, hahanapin natin itong following limits from a to k. So, kapag given yung graph, mag-o-observe lang kayo to find the limits. So, kung ito yung graph natin, let's start with A. Find the limit of f of x as x approaches negative 1. So, take note, may positive sign. Anong yan, limit? Right-hand limit, di ba? So, kapag pinapahanap na sa atin is right-hand limit given the graph, so check nyo muna kung ano yung ina-approach na value ng x, negative 1 from the right. So, titingin kayo sa x-axis. Nasaan yung negative 1? Diba ito yung origin? So, ito yung negative 1. So, titignan nyo ngayon kung saang portion tayo ng graph magko-consider. Kung from negative 1, kung yung limit natin, yung x is ina-approach yung negative 1 from the right, so paano yung direction ng pag-approach? Di ba pag ganito? Kasi ito yung negative 1, dapat from the right, ganito yung pag-approach natin. So saang saang portion tayo ng graph titingnan dito nga, right? So, ang gagawin nyo lang is observe nyo habang papalapit si x dito sa negative 1, ano yung value nung function at x is negative 1? Yung y-coordinate, check nyo. Diba ito si negative 1? So, yung y-coordinate at negative 1 is 0. Ito yung point na yun, diba? So, ang sagot dito is 0. Kasi yun yung ina-approach nung function na value nung y habang yung negative 1 is nag-a-approach, habang yung x is nag-a-approach sa negative 1 from the right. Okay? So, the answer sa part A is 0. So, by observing lang sa graph, di ba? Next, limit nung f of x as x approaches 0 from the left. So, left-hand limit naman tayo kasi may negative sign. So, kung ito yung 0, paano tayo mag-a-approach ng value? From the left, dapat pa ganito yung arrow. So, close enough sa 0 pero less than 0. So, saang portion tayo ng graph titingin? Dito pa rin. Dito pa rin yung sakop niyang portion ng f of x eh. So, hanapin nyo ngayon kung ano yung ina-approach na value ng f of x habang papalapit ng papalapit si x sa 0 from the left. Yung y-coordinate at x is 0, yun lang yun. Diba kung ito si 0 dito sa portion ng graph, ano yung y-coordinate niya? Etong 1, 2, 3. Positive 3. Okay, so therefore, the value of the limit is 3. Next, so sa part C, limit of f of x as x approaches 0 from the right. Kasi may positive sign. So, paano naman yung pag-approach sa 0? Ito yung origin, yung 0, right? So, therefore, kapag from the right, pag ganito, yung arrow, pag-approach sa 0. So, saang portion siya ng graph tayo titingin? Diba dito yung sakop niya ngayon? So, kung dito yung sakop ng graph, habang lumalapit si x sa 0 from the right, check nyo kung ano yung ina-approach na value ng portion na to ng graph sa y-axis or ano yung y-coordinate at x is equal to 0 from the right. E di 0, right? Kasi nandito siya eh. So, 0 yung y-coordinate. So, 0. Yan. So, sa part D naman, limit of f of x as x approaches 0. So, two-sided limit na siya. 'Di ba? Wala ka ng plus minus eh. 'Di ba? So, kapag two-sided limits na, ibe-base na lang natin siya doon sa right tsaka left-hand limit at x approaching 0. So, 'di ba yung concept natin kanina, kapag equal yung right hand tsaka left hand, let's say L, then yung two-sided limit will be equal to L na rin. Pero kung hindi equal yung right hand tsaka left hand, yung two-sided limit does not exist. So ano yung case natin dito sa 0? 'Di ba yung left hand limit to? Left hand limit is 3, tapos yung right hand limit is 0. Magkaiba, hindi equal. So therefore, does not exist dapat yung two-sided limit at x is 0. Okay? Next, letter E. Limit of f of x as x approaches 2 from the left. So, left-hand limit kasi may minus sign, negative sign. So, check muna natin sa y-axis yung positive 2. Diba ito si 1, ito si 2. So, dito tayo mag-a-approach, pero anong direction ng arrow pag ganito? Kasi from the left eh. Diba? So, habang pa-approach tayo ng pa-approach sa 2 from the left, ano pala by the way yung portion ng graph yung titignan natin? Kasi kung pag ganito yung pag-approach, ang sakop na portion ng graph ng f of x is ito. So, titignan nyo lang, dito sa point, sa x-coordinate na 2, ano yung na-approach na value or y-coordinate nung function, portion ng graph na to at x is 2. Ito, di ba? Which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. So, therefore, the limit is 5. Okay, next. Limit of f of x as x approaches 2 from the right. So, dito pa rin yung 2. Pero, this time, right-hand limit. So, ang pag-approach natin ngayon sa 2 is pag ganito. From the right. So, saang portion tayo titingin? So, dahil lang pag-approach natin sa 2 is pag ganito, ito yung portion ng graph na i-consider natin. So, check nyo lang din, habang lumalapit si x sa 2, ano yung y-coordinate ng portion na to ng graph? Diba dito rin, sa 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, yung right-hand limit din natin at x is 2 is 5. So, sa G, limit ng f of x as x approaches 2. So, wala ka ng plus minus sign. Ibig sabihin, two-sided limit. So, dahil yung right hand, itong left hand limit is equal sa right-hand limit, pareho silang 5, dapat mag-exist din yung two-sided limit at x is 2, which is 5. Kanina kasi hindi equal di ba? Kaya does not exist. Pero ngayon, equal na sila, yung left hand tsaka right hand. So equal, mag-exist na yung two-sided limit, which is kung ano yung value nila pareho, 5. Okay, next. A, B, C, D, F, G, H na tayo. So sa H, limit of f of x as x approaches 3 from the left minus. So check nyo muna yung positive 3 sa y sa x-axis, ito. So kapag from the left, saan tayo approach or yung direction ng arrow is dapat pa ganito. 'Di ba? From the left So saang portion ng graph tayo titingin kapag ganito yung pag-approach natin sa 3? Dito. So, check nyo lang kung ano yung y-coordinate habang uma-approach yung x sa 3. Dito sa portion ng graph. 'Di ba ito? Etong ano na to, y-coordinate niya is dito sa 1, 2. So, therefore, the value is 2. Next, kapag right-hand limit of f of x as x approaches 3 from the right kasi positive. So, dito pa rin sa 3, pero ang pag-approach natin, direction ng arrow is pa ganito naman. Right? So, saang portion ng graph titingin pag ganito tayo, mag-approach sa 3? Ito yung kabilang dun sa graph, right? Ito yung portion, nung portion ng graph na i-consider kapag ganito tayo mag-approach. So, check nyo lang din uli, habang lumalapit yung x sa 3, ano yung y-coordinate na itong portion ng graph at x is 3? Ito pa rin, di ba? Which is at positive 2. So, ang value nito is 2. Next, limit ng f of x as x approaches 3. So, two-sided limit na tayo, wala ka ng plus minus. So, i-consider mo na ngayon kung equal ba yung right hand tsaka left hand limit. So, ito yung left hand limit at x is 3. And ito yung right hand limit at x is 3. Pareho silang 2. So, therefore, mag-exist yung two-sided limit at 3, which is equal din dapat sa 2. Okay, next. Sa letter K na, no, last. Limit of f of x as x approaches 5 from the left kasi minus sign. So, ito yung positive 5 sa x-axis. So, dahil from the left tayo, ang pag-approach natin, direction ng arrow should be pa ganito. Right? So, saang portion ng graph titingin kung pa ganito mag-approach sa 5? Ito yung portion ng graph, diba? So, check lang natin, habang lumalapit yung x sa 5, ano yung magiging y-coordinate nitong portion ng graph na to? 0. Yun yung approach na value ng f of x as x approaches 5 from the right, from the left. So, the answer here is 0. Okay, gets? Sige, next, number 2. Okay, graph uli. So, ito naman yung f of x natin. So, hahanapin natin yung limits from a to k. So, sa letter A muna tayo. Limit of f of x as x approaches 0 from the right. Kasi positive. So, check nyo kung saan yung 0. Ito yung origin. So, dahil from the right tayo, ang pag-approach natin sa 0 is ganito. Yung arrow should be pa ganyan. So, saang portion tayo ng graph titingin? Dito. Right? Ito yung portion ng graph kapag pa-approach ng 0 from the right. Yan siya belong. So, check lang natin sa 0. At 0, x is 0, ano yung y-coordinate ng portion na to ng graph? Di ba ito? So, ilan yan? 1, 2, 3, 4. Positive 4. Next. So, limit ng f of x as x approaches 1 from the left. So, kapag 1 from the left, check nyo sa x-axis yung 1, ito. So, kapag from the left, dapat ang direction ng arrow sa pag-approach is pa ganyan. Right? So, saang portion tayo ng graph titingin? Dito. Dito uli. Diba? Kasi pa ganyan, so dito siya belong. So, ano yung ina-approach na value netong portion ng graph habang yung x is nag-approach approach sa 1 from the left? Check nyo lang din yung y-coordinate nitong portion ng graph, which is, eto, yung open circle, di ba? So, it is 1, 2. Positive 2. So, the answer dito is 2. Next, dito sa C, limit nung f of x as x approaches 1 from the right naman. Kasi plus sign. So, ito yung 1. Dahil from the right na tayo, ang pag-approach sa 1 is pa ganito. So, saang portion ng graph titingin pag ganito tayo mag-approach sa 1? Ito yung portion ng graph, di ba? So, check lang natin habang lumalapit yung x sa 1, ano yung y-coordinate netong portion ng graph at x is equal to 1. So, check natin, ito pa rin. At x is 1, ito yung na-approach niya, which is at 2 uli. 1, 2. So, ang sagot dito is 2. Next, yung D, limit ng f of x as x approaches 1. So, wala ka ng sign, two-sided limits na siya. So, dahil two-sided limits, i-check natin yung left hand tsaka right hand kung equal or hindi equal. So, since equal sila, yung left hand tsaka right hand parehong 2, yan na rin yung two-sided limit. Mag-exist at equal din dapat sa 2. Okay, next. Letter, ano na tayo? E. So, kapag E naman, limit ng f of x as x approaches to from the left kasi minus. So, check natin sa x-axis yung positive 2 ito. So, dahil from the left tayo, ang pag-approach natin is pa ganito. Sa 2. So, saang portion ng graph tayo titingin pag ganito yung pag-approach sa 2? Dito siya belong, right? Sa portion na graph na yan. Okay? So, habang lumalapit si x sa 2, check nyo lang dito sa portion ng graph, ano yung y-coordinate at x is 2. Ito naman, di ba? At x is 2 is 2. Ito yung y-coordinate which is 1, 2, 3. Positive 3. So, letter F. For F naman, limit ng f of x as x approaches 2 from the right. May plus sign. So, ang pag-approach naman sa 2 is pa ganito. Ito ulit yung 2 dahil from the right, pa ganito na yung direction ng arrow. So, saang portion ng graph tayo titingin? Pag ganyan. Ito naman, dito siya belong, right? So, i-check mo lang ano yung y-coordinate habang ina-approach ni x is 2 from the right. Ano yung y-coordinate nitong portion ng graph at x is 2? Diba ito? Positive 1. So, positive 1. So, kapag hinanap natin yung letter G, two-sided limit na sa at x approaching 2, wala ka ng plus minus, check nyo lang yung right hand tsaka left hand kung equal or hindi equal. So, si left hand is 3, si right hand is 1. E di, does not exist kasi hindi equal eh. DNE. Yan. So, next, letter H. limit of f of x as x approaches 4 from the left. So, check natin yung 4 sa x-axis ito. Dahil from the left, ang direction ng arrow pag approach sa 4 is pa ganito. From the left. So, saang portion ng graph titingin pag ganito yung pag-approach sa 4? Ano yung belong na part ng graph? Ito, di ba? So, check lang natin at x is equal to 4, ano yung y coordinate netong portion ng graph? Ito, right? At x is 4, which is positive 1. So, ang value nito is 1. So, sa I naman, limit ng f of x as x approaches 4, positive. So, from the right, so ang titignan naman natin is ito. Kasi ang pag-approach natin is from the right pag ganito, yung arrow. Ito yung 4, tapos from the right. So, ganito tayo mag-approach. So, ang portion na graph na belong dyan is ito. So, titignan lang natin yung y-coordinate netong portion ng graph habang lumalapit si x sa 4. Kung ito si 4, di ba ito rin? At positive 1. So, 1 yung limit. Okay, next. So, sa letter, ano na tayo? J, limit ng f of x as x approaches 4. So, wala nang plus minus sign. Two-sided limit na siya. So, check natin yung left-hand limit tsaka right-hand limit. Pareho silang 1. So, ibig sabihin, mag-exist yung two-sided limit at 4. Should be equal also dun sa 1. Okay, next. Sa K naman, approaching, limit of f of x as x approaches 5 from the left. So, sa x-axis, ito si 5. So, dahil from the left, ang direction ng arrow is pa ganito, pag-approach sa 5. So, saang portion ng graph titingin? Ito yung sakop, di ba? Kapag ganito yung pag-approach sa 5. So, check nyo lang, dito habang lumalapit si x sa 5, ano yung y-coordinate nitong portion ng graph at x is 5? Ito. So, kapag chinek natin, it is 1, 2, 3, 4. Positive 4. Yan. So, ganon. Ganon lang maghanap ng one-sided limit kapag given graph. So, more on observation lang talaga sa graph. Okay? So, next tayo. Paano kaya kapag, ano naman, piecewise function ang given? So, let's have number 3. Hindi na siya graph equation na. Given f of x piecewise function equal to 2 if x is less than 1, negative 1 if x is equal to 1, and 3 if x is greater than 1. So, find limit of f of x as x approaches 1 from the right, limit of f of x as x approaches 1 from the left, and also the two-sided limit of f of x as x approaches 1. So, kapag piecewise function na yung given, yung equation, check nyo lang kung saang interval kayo kukuha ng value ng f of x. So, kapag sa A, di ba limit ng f of x as x approaches 1 from the right kasi positive. Ang ibig sabihin nito, ang ina-approach na value ni x is close enough sa 1 but greater than 1. So, saan sa interval na yon yung greater than 1? Ito. So, ipapalit nyo ngayon dito sa f of x is yung value ng f of x sa piecewise function at x is greater than 1 na 3. So, magiging limit ng 3 as x approaches 1 from the right. So, paano hanapin yung limit kapag constant lang? 'Di ba? Constant lang, same lang din yung magiging limit kapag constant. Okay. Next. Sa B naman, limit of f of x as x approaches 1 from the left. So, kapag from the left, ibig sabihin, approaching values yung x sa 1 na true less than 1. Close enough sa 1 but less than 1. Ibig sabihin sa interval, dito tayo titingin. Which is, ang value ng f of x at that interval is 2. So, ang ipa-plug in nating value dito ng f of x will be 2. Then, as x approaches 1 from the left. So, pag ginanap mo na yung limit ng 2 as x approaches 1 from the left, dahil constant lang 2, lang yung 2, ang limit pa rin yan is 2. Diba? The limit of a constant as x approaches a value is the same as that constant. So, kapag two-sided limit na sa C, wala ka ng plus minus sign sa 1, so hanapin, i-compare mo na ngayon yung values ng right hand tsaka left hand. So, ito yung right hand, ito yung left hand. Equal ba sila? Hindi. Kasi si right hand is 3 left hand is 2. So, di ba kapag hindi equal yung RHL tsaka LHL, yung two-sided limit dapat ay does not exist. So, since RHL is not equal to LHL. Okay, next. Number 4. Paano naman kapag f of x is equal to negative 2 if x is less than 0 and 2 if x is greater than or equal to 0. So, hahanapin natin yung limit of f of x as x approaches 0 from the right, limit of f of x as x approaches 0 from the left, and the two-sided limit of f of x as x approaches 0. So, dito muna sa A, kapag right-hand limit approaching 0 from the right, ibig sabihin, greater than 0. Okay? So, saan tayo titingin? Dito sa interval. Kasi sabi greater than 0 dito, ang value ng f of x is 2. So, ang ipa-plug in nating value dito ng f of x is 2. Then, as x approaches 0 from the right. So, ang limit ng constant is same constant pa rin. So, 2. Okay? So, sa B naman, from the left, approaching 0 from the left. So, ibig sabihin, less than 0. So, saan tayo? Or sa number line, pag ganyan pala, sorry. So, titingin ngayon tayo dito sa interval na to. Dito i-consider natin at ang value ng f of x dyan is negative 2. So, yun yung ipapalit nating value ng f of x, negative 2, as x approaches 0 from the left. So, constant lang ulit sa negative 2. Therefore, ang limit nito is the same constant na negative 2. So, sa C naman, two-sided limit na ng f of x as x approaches 0. So, check nyo yung right-hand limit tsaka left-hand limit. So, magkapareho ba sila or magkaiba? Magkaiba. Kasi si right-hand limit is 2, tapos si left-hand limit is negative 2. Therefore, yung ating two-sided limit at x approaches 0 is dapat does not exist. Okay, next. Number, 5. So, pag f of t naman is equal to t plus 4, if t is less than or equal to negative 4, and 4 minus t if negative, or let's say, if t is greater than negative 4, then find A is limit ng f of t as t approaches negative 4 from the right, limit nung f of t as t approaches negative 4 from the left, and limit nung f of t as t approaches negative 4, two-sided limit. So, dito sa A, right-hand limit, positive sign. So, ibig sabihin, close enough sa negative 4, but greater than negative 4. So, saan tayo titingin? Dito sa interval na to, kasi dito yung greater than negative 4. Which is ang value ng f of t is 4 minus t. So, yun yung ipapalit natin dito. 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 Sa f of t. Bale, limit ng 4 minus t as t approaches negative 4 from the right. So, paano pag may expression na? Kanina kasi puro mga constant. May variable may variable ka na dun sa expression. So, parang yung ginawa na lang din natin sa two-sided limits. Pwede nyo nang i-plug in mismo yung negative 4 dito sa t. So, kung defined, meaning walang indeterminate 0 over 0, then yun na yung value ng limit. For sure, defined to kasi linear equation, linear expression eh. So, ipa-plug in mo na lang yung negative 4 sa t, yun na yung limit. So, 4 minus negative 4, bale, 4 plus 4 or 8. Okay, so 8 yung limit sa part A. Next, dun sa part B naman. So, left-hand limit naman, minus sign, ibig sabihin, approaching negative 4 from the left sa pagganito. Or less than negative 4 dapat na values. So, saang portion or interval dito. So, ang gagamitin natin ngayong value ng f of t is t plus 4. So, yung t plus 4 yung isa-substitute natin sa f of t. So, limit ng 4 plus t as t approaches negative 4 from the left. Yan. So, parang sa A, pwede nyo na lang din i-substitute yung negative 4 sa t. So, 4 plus t, negative 4. 4 plus negative 4, 0. So, therefore, the limit is 0. So, sa C, two-sided limit. So, wala nang plus minus sign. So, check natin. Ano ba yung ating right-hand limit? RHL is 8, di ba? Yung left-hand limit, LHL is 0. So, dahil magkaiba yung RHL sa LHL, yung two-sided limit at x approaching negative 4 does not exist. Okay, problem number 6 na tayo. For problem 6, g of s naman is equal to s plus 3 if s is less than or equal to negative 2, and 3 minus s if s is greater than negative 2. Hanapin natin yung limit ng g of s as s approaches negative 2 from the right. Limit ng g of s as s approaches negative 2 from the left. And limit ng g of s as s approaches negative 2. Two-sided limit na. So, sa part A muna tayo dahil plus sign, right-hand limit. So, ibig sabihin, approaching negative 2 si s from the right through values greater than negative 2. So, saang portion tayo titingin? Dito sa interval na to, s is greater than negative 2. At ang value ng g of s is 3 minus s. So, yun yung ipapalit nating value sa g of s. Bale, limit of 3 minus s as s approaches negative 2 from the right. So, pwede nyo na lang i-direct sub yung negative 2 sa s. So, 3 minus negative 2, bale 3 plus 2 na siya or 5. So, sa B naman, left hand limit kasi minus sign naman at negative 2. So, pag ganito yung pag-approach, papunta sa from the left, so pag ganito yung arrow, So, ibig sabihin, approaching negative 2 through values less than negative 2. So, dito yon sa interval na yon. At ang value is ng g of s at this interval is s plus 3. So, yun yung ipa-plug in nyo, isa-substitute nito sa g of s, bale limit ng s plus 3 as s approaches negative 2 from the left. So, pwede nyo na lang i-direct sub yung negative 2 sa s. So, negative 2 plus 3 or positive 1. So, ngayon, sa two-sided limit, g of s as s approaches negative 2, check natin yung right-hand limit, 5, yung left-hand limit, 1. Diba magkaiba? Therefore, does not exist to. Kasi magkaiba yung right-hand tsaka left-hand limit. Number 7. Paano naman kung f of x is equal to x squared if x is less than or equal to 2 and 8 minus 2x if x is greater than 2? Then hahanapin natin si limit ng f of x as x approaches 2 from the right. Limit of f of x as x approaches 2 from the left. And the two-sided limit of f of x as x approaches 2. So sa A, right-hand limit plus sign. So approaching 2 through values greater than 2. So saan tayo titingin? Sa interval na to. Which is ang value ng f of x dito sa interval na yan is 8 minus 2x. So yan yung ipa-plug in nyo dito. Sa substitute sa f of x. So limit ng 8 minus 2x as x approaches 2 from the right. So pwede nyo nang i-direct substitute sa x. So bale 8 minus 2 times x which is 2. 8 minus 2 times 2, 4. 8 minus 4, 4. So, the value of the limit is 4. Next, sa part B naman, approaching 2 from the left. Sabihin, approaching 2 through values less than 2. Pag ganito yung arrow natin. So, less than 2, so dito sa interval na siya belong. Interval na to siya belong. Okay? So, ang value at x less than or equal to 2 is x squared. So, yun yung ipa-plug in natin ngayon sa f of x. So, limit ng x squared as x approaches 2 from the left. Pwede nyo nang i-direct substitute sa x squared. So, bale magiging 2 squared or 4. So, yung sa C, hanapin now natin yung two-sided limit at x is 2. Check natin yung right-hand limit. Right-hand limit is 4. Left-hand limit is also 4. Ayun. So, dahil pareho yung right-hand tsaka left-hand limit na 4, mag-exist ngayon yung two-sided limit. Equal din dapat sa 4. Okay? Number, ano na tayo? Number 8. For number 8, each of x is equal to 2x plus 1 if x is less than 3 and 10 minus x if x is greater than or equal to 3, then find the limit of each of x as x approaches 3 from the right, limit of each of x as x approaches 3 from the left, and limit of each of x as x approaches 3. So, two-sided limit. So, sa part A muna, right-hand limit plus sign. So, approaching 3 through values greater than 3. So, saan tayo titingin interval dito? sa if x is greater than or equal to 3. At yung value ng f of x dyan is 10 minus x. So, yun yung ipapalit natin dito sa h of x pala, sorry. So, magiging limit ng 10 minus x as x approaches 3 from the right. So, isa-substitute nyo na lang tong 3 sa x. Defined naman yan eh. So, 10 minus 3, 7. Next, left-hand limit minus sign. So, approaching 3 through values less than 3. So, sa interval titingin dito, kapag if x is less than 3, di ba? Ang value ng h of x is 2x plus 1. So, yun yung isa-substitute natin dito sa h of x sa limit. So, magiging limit ng 2x plus 1 as x approaches 3 from the left. Yan. Pwede nyo nang i-direct sub na lang yung 3 sa x. So, 2 times 3 plus 1, which is 2 times 3, 6, plus 1, or 7. So, kapag letter C, two-sided limit ng h of x as x approaches 3, check nyo lang yung right-hand limit RHL is 7, yung left-hand limit LHL is 7 din. So, dahil pareho silang equal sa 7, mag-e-exist tong two-sided limit, equal din dapat sa 7. Okay? 8. Next, 8 na, no? So, number 9. Pwede pa. What if we have g of r naman equal to 2r plus 3 if r is less than 1, 2 if r is 1, and 7 minus 2r if r is greater than 1. Then, hanapin natin yung limit ng g of r as r approaches 1 from the right. Limit ng g of r as r approaches 1 from the left. And the limit of g of r as r approaches 1. Two-sided limit. So, dito muna tayo sa A. Right-hand limit. Kasi plus sign. So, mag-approach tayo ng value ng r sa 1 through values greater than 1. So, saan tayo titingin? Dito sa interval. R is greater than 1. Which is, yung g of r is 7 minus 2r. So, yung isa-substitute natin dito sa g of r. Bale, limit of 7 minus 2r as r approaches 1 from the right. So, pwede nyo nang i-direct sub si 1 sa r. So, 7 minus 2 times 1. 7 minus 2 times 1, 2. So, 7 minus 2 is 5. So, the value of the limit is 5. So, sa part B naman, left-hand limit. So, approaching values of R, approaching values na close enough sa 1 but less than 1. So, dito tayo sa interval titingin, R is less than 1. Ang value ng g of r is 2r plus 3. So, ipa-plug in nyo ngayon dito sa g of r, 2r plus 3. So, limit ng 2r plus 3 as r approaches 1 from the left. Yan. Pwede nyo nang i-direct sub si 1 sa r para makuha yung limit. So, 2 times 1 plus 3, which is 2 plus 3 or 5. So, C, limit ng g of r as r approaches 1. Two-sided limit na tayo. So, check natin yung right-hand limit. Ito, RHL, 5. Left-hand limit, LHL, 5 din. So, ibig sabihin, mag-exist yung two-sided limit natin, which is equal din dapat pareho sa 5. Okay, sige. 10. G of t is equal to 3 plus t squared if t is less than negative 2, equal to 0 if t is equal to negative 2, and 11 minus t squared if t is greater than negative 2. So, hahanapin si limit ng g of t as t approaches negative 2 from the right, limit ng g of t as t approaches negative 2 from the left, and the limit of g of t as t approaches negative 2. Two-sided limit. So, sa part A, right-hand limit. So, approaching negative 2 from the right, So, greater than negative 2 dapat pag right-hand limit, di ba? So, dito tayo titingin sa interval na yan, greater than 2, negative 2. Ang value nung g of t dyan is 11 minus t squared. So, yun yung isa-substitute natin sa g of t. So, magiging limit ng 11 minus t squared as t approaches negative 2 from the right. Plug in nyo na ngayon si negative 2 sa t para mahanap yung limit. 11 minus negative 2 squared. So, 11 minus negative 2 squared is negative 2 times negative 2, positive 4. 11 minus 4 is 7. So, the value of the limit is 7. Next, sa left-hand limit minus sign sa b. So, approaching negative 2 from the left, ibig sabihin, close enough sa negative 2 but less than negative 2. Dito, sa interval na yan. Ang value nung g of t dyan is 3 plus t squared. So, yung isa-substitute natin dito is, sa g of t is 3 plus t squared. So, limit ng 3 plus t squared as t approaches negative 2 from the left. So, pwede nyo nang i-direct sub si negative 2 dyan sa t para makuha yung limit. So, 3 plus negative 2 squared, bale 3 plus 4, 7. So, sa part C, two-sided limit as t approaches negative 2, check natin yung right-hand limit, 7. Yung left-hand limit, 7 din. So, dahil pareho silang 7, yung right-hand tsaka left-hand, mag-e-exist tong two-sided limit as t approaches negative 2, dapat equal sa 7 din. Ayun, so siguro hanggang dito muna tayo. So nakasolve na tayo ng hanggang 10 problems. Tuloy na lang natin, magkakaroon tayo ng part 2 para mas ma-expose pa kayo sa more problems dito sa topic natin na one-sided limits. So ilalink ko na lang sa description yung mga past video tutorials natin para mapanood nyo. Tsaka yung pinaka-playlist na rin ng differential calculus para pwede nyo nang i-binge watch, i-marathon. Para meron na kayong reference video tutorial playlist guide from our channel para sa buong subject nyo na DIFCAL. Yan, pwede nyo nang gawing reviewer, gawing guide, pwede nyo i-advance study na rin kung gusto nyo. Yan, so subscribe kayo sa channel natin guys, Engineered Math YouTube channel, tapos click nyo na yung notification bell para ma-notify kayo pag may live tayo ulit or may ina-upload akong video tutorials. Yan. So, good luck sa mga magte-take or nagte-take ng differential calculus. Kayang-kaya nyo yan. Mag-practice lang kayong mag-solve ng maraming problems at panoorin nyo yung video tutorials ko sa YouTube. Binge watch nyo lang yon, makakatulong na yun sa inyo to pass your subject. So, okay. So, see you on my next video tutorial. Bye-bye.